Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage MIT's Associate Provost for International Activities, Richard Lester, for the presentation of the Innovation Marketplace winners.
So actually, is this working? I didn't hear that, so if it was a bad thing, I don't know about it. But let me just say, it's just a real honor for me to be able to announce these prizes. This is really an exciting event. And before we announce the winners, I want to thank all of the teams that competed in the Innovation Marketplace, whether they came from the other side of this campus or the other side of the world. All of them have dedicated months of hard work to get here. And so I'd like to ask that we give them all a round of applause. So before we go any further, I just want to take a couple of minutes to talk about why I think this conference and this competition are so important. This event is about creativity, it's about teamwork, it's about impact, and it's about applying technology where its benefits are most needed and therefore where they're most valuable. And it's also about bringing outstanding young people into science and engineering related fields. At places like MIT, you know, we professors, I'm a professor, we teach things like thermodynamics and circuit design and linear algebra and, you know, fluid mechanics and things like that. And sometimes we make the mistake of thinking that learning these things, which we love, are an end in themselves. But our students know better. They know that they're highly motivated, in fact, to learn these subjects because of what they want to be able to do with them. And what many of them want to do, and what many of you here want to do, of course, is to use these ideas and use these concepts to make people's lives better. That's what they want to do. That's what you want to do. And of course, that's how students learn best, by doing, learning by doing. Mind and hand, or in Latin, mens et manus, which for those of you who aren't from MIT might not know that that is actually the MIT motto, mens et manus, mind and hand. And this innovation marketplace competition captures the essence of that idea. It brings the participants into contact with all of the stages of the innovation cycle. Discovery, invention, yes, those are the things we do conventionally at universities, but also application and scale-up, including marketing and making, where that's relevant, financing, and all of those things. And here at MIT, and I'm sure this is true of the other schools that are represented in this room, we're adding more and more activities that enable our students to engage around the world in projects that similarly bring them into contact with each of these stages of the innovation process in the context of practical development challenges. This is becoming an increasingly important part of our students' education. We think of it as a kind of a global classroom, although of course it's not a conventional kind of classroom. So it's all about developing the talents of students and young innovators and their capacity to use science and technology, knowledge of markets, and partnerships to tackle important problems in the world. And the Innovation Marketplace is a terrific venue for these talented young people to test their ideas and to test themselves. We're going to recognize several winners this afternoon. And let me say, just in passing, that you're going to be in very distinguished company because your predecessors as winners have, in some cases, gone on to do equally impressive things. And let me just mention one example of this. I know about it because it's from MIT, but there are many other examples from other schools. This particular case was a team that developed a very compact, low-cost data logging system called HESN that makes it possible to collect real-time or near real-time data on how a product is being used and how it's performing in the field, and then transmit the data wirelessly. That team, that HESN team, won a $5,000 VentureWell E-Team Program Award at this conference in 2014, and then they won the Grand Prize Challenge at the 2015 MIT Ideas Global Challenge, which gave them another $10,000 to further develop their system. And now they're planning field tests of 200 of these units on solar irrigation systems, on wheelchairs, and on air quality measuring devices. So those of you who win today have great forebears, and remember that our experience here with entrepreneurship competitions is that the teams that don't win often end up doing as well or sometimes better than the ones who do win. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so now we get to the important part of the evening. And the first prize, and I hope I have this in the right order. Someone, I hope, will wave at me if I'm doing this in the wrong order. There are the wavers. Okay, so the first prize is the American Society of Mechanical Engineers and Engineering for Change prize, and they are awarding a full technical review to one hardware-focused team in the marketplace, and thank you, wherever ASME is and Engineering for Change, for your sponsorship. There you are. And also I have some other names here that I want to recognize, Ayana Aranda, Noel Wilson, and Mariela Machado for serving as technical judges of this. And I really hope I'm going to get the right name here. The winner of the full technical review from ASME and Engineering for Change is MDEX. Yes. Okay. So the second prizes that we're going to announce are awarded by our sponsors, VentureWell and, again, the ASME. And these prizes were selected by representatives of those two organizations using each of their own rigorous criteria. And I'm joined on stage by Kara Barnes and Christina Tammer from VentureWell. So VentureWell's E-Team funding program, which I mentioned earlier in the context of a previous winner, provides funding, immersive workshops, and specialized coaching to student innovators to help them move their innovations into the market. Today, they're awarding entrance to the E-Team program to, I think, 2 exceptional teams with strong student-faculty collaboration and a unique approach to a global development challenge. So we have 2 separate winners of the VentureWell E-Team Prize, and the first winner is ElectroSan. All right, and the second winner is SAFR. I don't know what that stands for. Okay. And now it's time to reveal the winners of the live pitch round. And these winners were determined by your votes. And first, we have two categories. The first category is in research. And in the third place, and the winner of $1,000, is open source aid tracking. And in second place, with a prize of $1,500, we have hydrogel desalination technique. And the grand prize winner of $2,500 is New Bricks. You realized I made a mistake before I did. Okay. My apologies to the both winners. The grand prize winner for the research award, SAFR. Do you trust me with the next announcement? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's hope I get this right. So this is now for the last three prizes in the Innovation Marketplace in the product and services category. And in the third place, and a familiar name, and the winner of $1,000 is Sensen. And in second place, we have, with a prize of $1,500, Pedal Tap. And the grand prize winner, big surprise here, for an award of $2,500 is New Bricks. And that wraps up this year's Innovation Marketplace competition. And before I turn over the stage to Joanne and Kofi, let's have one more round of applause for the winners, all of the teams that competed today, and the judges and sponsors that made this competition a success. Thank you very much.